Welcome to Bible Quiz Tube. Ready to challenge your Bible knowledge? We've got 30 tough questions from the Old and New Testaments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your score in the comments. Let's dive into the quiz.
Question 1. What event marked Moses' return to Egypt after his escape? A. The burning bush. B. The plague of darkness. C. The Exodus. D. The parting of the Red Sea. The correct answer is A. The burning bush. The explanation. Moses' return to Egypt was marked by an extraordinary event. Encountering God at the burning bush, Exodus chapter 3 verses 1 to 10, while tending the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law. Moses led the flock to the far side of the wilderness and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. This encounter marked the beginning of his mission to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. Question 2. What was Moses' initial reaction when God called him to lead the Israelites? A. Excitement. B. Agreement. C. Doubt. D. Anger. The correct answer is C. Doubt. The explanation. When God called Moses to lead the Israelites, his initial reaction was one of doubt. Exodus chapter 3 verses 11 to 12. Moses said to God, "Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt?" God reassured Moses, showing his initial doubts about his ability to lead. Question 3. Which covenant was reaffirmed through Moses at Mount Sinai? A. The Davidic covenant. B. The Abrahamic covenant. C. The New Covenant. D. The Noahic covenant. The correct answer is B. The Abrahamic covenant. The explanation. At Mount Sinai, God reaffirmed the Abrahamic covenant with Israel, Exodus chapter 19 verses 5 to 6. God said, "Now if you obey me fully and keep my covenant, then out of all nations you will be my treasured possession." This reaffirmation emphasized the nation's role as God's chosen people, rooted in the promises made to Abraham. Question 4. What miraculous event occurred when Moses raised his staff over the Red Sea? A. The sea turned to blood. B. The sea parted. C. A storm arose. D. A pillar of fire appeared. The correct answer is B. The sea parted. The explanation. When Moses raised his staff over the Red Sea, a miraculous event occurred. The sea parted, Exodus chapter 14 verses 21 to 22. Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and all that night the Lord drove the sea back with a strong east wind, turning it into dry land. This miracle allowed the Israelites to escape from Egypt on dry ground. Question 5. How long did Moses stay on Mount Sinai receiving the law? A. 20 days. B. 30 days. C. 40 days. D. 50 days. The correct answer is C. 40 days. The explanation. Moses stayed on Mount Sinai for 40 days and 40 nights while receiving the law, Exodus chapter 24 verse 18. During this time, he received the 10 Commandments and other instructions from God, marking a significant period of divine revelation. Question 6. What did Moses strike to bring forth water in the desert? A. A rock. B. A tree. C. The ground. D. His staff. The correct answer is A. A rock. The explanation. Moses struck a rock to bring forth water in the desert. Exodus chapter 17 verse 6. God instructed Moses to strike the rock at Horeb, and water came out of it for the people to drink. This miraculous provision demonstrated God's care for the thirsty Israelites. Question 7. Which of the following plagues turned the Nile River into blood? A. Frogs. B. Locusts. C. Water into blood. D. Darkness. The correct answer is C. Water into blood. The explanation. The first plague that God sent against Egypt turned the Nile River into blood. Exodus chapter 7 verses 14 to 21. The Lord said to Moses, "Pharaoh's heart is unyielding, he refuses to let the people go." This plague was the first of 10 judgments against Egypt, signaling the beginning of God's intervention. Question 8. What was the name of Moses' father-in-law, who gave him advice on leadership? A. Jethro. B. Zipporah. C. Aaron. D. Caleb. The correct answer is A. Jethro. The explanation. Moses' father-in-law, Jethro, gave him valuable advice on leadership. Exodus chapter 18 verses 17 to 27. Jethro advised Moses to delegate authority to others to help manage the people's disputes, highlighting the importance of shared leadership and effective governance. Question 9. Which book of the Bible details the death of Moses? A. Exodus. B. Leviticus. C. Numbers. D. Deuteronomy. The correct answer is D. Deuteronomy. The explanation. The death of Moses is detailed in the book of Deuteronomy, Deuteronomy chapter 34 verses 5 to 6. Moses, the servant of the Lord, died in Moab, as the Lord had said. He was buried in Moab in the valley opposite Beth Peor, marking the end of his life and leadership. Question 10. What sign did God give Moses to convince the Israelites of his divine mission? A. A leprous hand. B. The plagues. C. The burning bush. D. The parting of the Red Sea. The correct answer is A. A leprous hand. The explanation. God gave Moses a sign to convince the Israelites of his divine mission. A leprous hand. Exodus chapter 4 verses 6 to 8. The Lord said, "Put your hand inside your cloak." So Moses put his hand into his cloak, and when he took it out, the skin was lepra. It had become as white as snow. This sign demonstrated God's power and authority. Question 11. What was the primary reason Moses was not allowed to enter the Promised Land? A. Fear. B. Disobedience. C. Pride. D. Ignorance. The correct answer is B. Disobedience. The explanation. Moses was not allowed to enter the Promised Land primarily due to disobedience. Numbers chapter 20 verse 12. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "Because you did not trust in me enough to honor me as holy in the sight of the Israelites, you will not bring this community into the land I give them." This decision was a consequence of Moses' actions at Meribah. Question 12. What did Moses do when he first descended from Mount Sinai with the tablets of the law? A. Worshipped God. B. Broke the tablets. C. Built an altar. D. Gave a speech. The correct answer is B. Broke the tablets. The explanation. When Moses first descended from Mount Sinai with the tablets of the law, he was enraged by the sight of the golden calf and the dancing. Exodus chapter 32 verse 19. In his anger, Moses threw the tablets out of his hands, breaking them to pieces at the foot of the mountain. This act symbolized the people's disobedience and the need for a new covenant. Question 13. What role did the Levites play during Moses' leadership? A. They led worship. B. They served as priests. C. They acted as judges. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. The explanation. The Levites played a multifaceted role during Moses' leadership, including leading worship, serving as priests, and acting as judges. Exodus chapter 28 verse 1. They were designated for various roles in the tabernacle service, ensuring the proper functioning of religious and judicial affairs. Question 14. Which sign was given to Pharaoh to warn him of the final plague? A. The locusts. B. The blood. C. The death of the firstborn. D. The darkness. The correct answer is C. The death of the firstborn. The explanation. The final plague, which was assigned to warn Pharaoh, was the death of the firstborn. Exodus chapter 11 verses 4 to 5. Moses said, "This is what the Lord says, about midnight I will go throughout Egypt, every firstborn son in Egypt will die." This sign served as a final warning to Pharaoh before the Exodus. Question 15. What was the name of the mountain where Moses received the 10 Commandments? A. Mount Zion. B. Mount Sinai. C. Mount Horeb. D. Mount Nebo. The correct answer is B. Mount Sinai. The explanation. Moses received the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai, Exodus chapter 19 verse 20. The Lord descended to the top of Mount Sinai and called Moses to the top of the mountain. This is where Moses received the commandments that guided Israel's moral law.
Enjoying the Bible quiz? Subscribe now for more challenging and fun Bible questions.
Question 16. What was Moses instructed to do with the blood of the Passover lamb? A. Drink it. B. Sprinkle it. C. Burn it. D. Bury it. The correct answer is B. Sprinkle it. The explanation. Moses was instructed to sprinkle the blood of the Passover lamb on the doorframes of the houses where they ate the lambs. Exodus chapter 12 verse 7. This was a sign for the Lord to pass over their homes during the final plague, ensuring their safety. Question 17. Who succeeded Moses as the leader of the Israelites? A. Aaron. B. David. C. Saul. D. Joshua. The correct answer is D. Joshua. The explanation. Joshua succeeded Moses as the leader of the Israelites. Numbers chapter 27 verses 18 to 23. The Lord said to Moses, "Take Joshua son of Nun, a man in whom is the Spirit, and lay your hand on him." This passage describes God's appointment of Joshua as Moses' successor. Question 18. What was the name of Moses' sister who helped protect him as a baby? A. Miriam. B. Deborah. C. Rahab. D. Zipporah. The correct answer is A. Miriam. The explanation. Miriam was the sister of Moses who helped protect him as a baby, Exodus chapter 2 verse 4. She stood at a distance to see what would happen to him, playing a crucial role in safeguarding Moses' life during his infancy. Question 19. What did Moses do to the golden calf upon returning from Mount Sinai? A. Danced before it. B. Burned it in fire. C. Worship it. D. All of the above. The correct answer is B. Burned it in fire. The explanation. Upon returning from Mount Sinai, Moses was enraged by the sight of the golden calf and the dancing, Exodus chapter 32 verse 20. He took the calf they had made and burned it in the fire. Then he ground it to powder, scattered it on the water, and made the Israelites drink it. This act demonstrated Moses' anger at their idolatry. Question 20. What type of bird did God send to feed the Israelites in the wilderness? A. Quail. B. Dove. C. Pigeon. D. Sparrow. The correct answer is A. Quail. The explanation. God sent quail to feed the Israelites in the wilderness, Exodus chapter 16 verses 13 to 15. That evening quail came and covered the camp, and in the morning there was a layer of dew around the camp. This illustrates God's provision for the Israelites during their journey. Question 21. Let my people go, so that they may hold a festival to me in the wilderness. This statement was made to who? A. Moses. B. Aaron. C. Pharaoh. D. Potiphar. The correct answer is C. Pharaoh. The explanation. The statement, "Let my people go, so that they may hold a festival to me in the wilderness," was made to Pharaoh, Exodus chapter 5 verse 1. Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and said, "This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. Let my people go, so that they may hold a festival to me in the wilderness." Question 22. What did Moses see when he looked at the promised land from Mount Nebo? A. The Jordan River. B. The city of Jericho. C. The hills of Canaan. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. The explanation. From Mount Nebo, Moses saw the promised land including the Jordan River, the city of Jericho, and the hills of Canaan, Deuteronomy chapter 34 verses 1 to 4. This moment marked the culmination of his journey and his final view of the land God had promised to the Israelites. Question 23. What does the name Moses mean? A. Deliverer. B. Drawn out. C. Shepherd. D. Leader. The correct answer is B. Drawn out. The explanation. The name Moses means drawn out, Exodus chapter 2 verse 10. His mother, Jochebed, named him Moses, saying, "I drew him out of the water." This reflects how he was rescued from the Nile as a baby. Question 24. Who were Moses' parents? A. Amram and Jochebed. B. Abraham and Sarah. C. Isaac and Rebekah. D. Jacob and Leah. The correct answer is A. Amram and Jochebed. The explanation. Moses' parents were Amram and Jochebed, Exodus chapter 6 verse 20. Amram married his father's sister Jochebed, who bore him Aaron and Moses. This highlights the family background of Moses. Question 25. What was Moses' primary role during the Exodus? A. Warrior. B. Prophet. C. King. D. Priest. The correct answer is B. Prophet. The explanation. Moses' primary role during the Exodus was that of a prophet. Deuteronomy chapter 34 verse 10. Since then, no prophet has risen in Israel like Moses, whom the Lord knew face to face. This emphasizes Moses' unique relationship with God as a prophet. Question 26. Who assisted Moses in speaking to Pharaoh? A. Aaron. B. Joshua. C. Caleb. D. Jethro. The correct answer is A. Aaron. The explanation. Aaron assisted Moses in speaking to Pharaoh, Exodus chapter 4 verses 14 to 16. The Lord's anger burned against Moses and he said, "What about your brother Aaron? He will speak to the people for you." This partnership was crucial in confronting Pharaoh. Question 27. What significant item did Moses use to perform miracles before Pharaoh? A. A rod. B. A sword. C. A stone. D. A staff. The correct answer is D. A staff. The explanation. Moses used a staff to perform miracles before Pharaoh, Exodus chapter 7 verses 9 to 10. When Pharaoh said to perform a miracle, Moses told Aaron to take his staff and throw it down before Pharaoh. This staff became a symbol of God's power. Question 28. Which group of people did Moses lead out of Egypt? A. The Assyrians. B. The Babylonians. C. The Israelites. D. The Egyptians. The correct answer is C. The Israelites. The explanation. Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt, Exodus chapter 12 verse 51. And on that very day, the Lord brought the Israelites out of Egypt by their divisions. Moses was instrumental in their liberation. Question 29. What was the fate of Moses' brother Aaron? A. Died in battle. B. Died on Mount Hor. C. Was exiled. D. Became a king. The correct answer is B. Died on Mount Hor. The explanation. Aaron died on Mount Hor, Numbers chapter 20 verses 22 to 29. Moses and Aaron went up Mount Hor at the Lord's command. Aaron died there on the mountain, marking the end of his leadership. Question 30. Who hardened Pharaoh's heart? A. The Lord. B. The Egyptians. C. The officials of Pharaoh. D. The family of Pharaoh. The correct answer is A. The Lord. The explanation. The Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, Exodus chapter 11 verse 10. Moses and Aaron performed all these wonders before Pharaoh. But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he would not let the Israelites go out of his country.
Don't forget to subscribe and like to support our channel. Share your score in the comments and join our community and support our mission.